What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning into the very first episode of Phattie Table Talk. This is just something that I wanted to start with my friends. I'm going to try to do it once a month, but we're going to be talking about all different kind of things. And today I have my buddy Josh, again, aka Ginger Shark. And something that we're really passionate about is Gunpla building. And if you'd seen my other videos, then you know that's one thing that I really like to do. So, we got to talking and we're like, we should maybe do something for beginners guide type thing to kind of persuade you into maybe getting into it. So we came up with an idea, we've brainstormed, and hopefully we've come up with a good thing to do to kind of help get you into it if you really wanted to do it. We're going to go over a few things throughout this video. So without further ado, let's get started.
Alright, and today, for the first part of this episode, we're going to be talking about the different types of Gundam.
Let's see. I'm going to let you take it away from
Okay.
here. And
Now,
maybe we can go like back and
sure.
forth or something.
Now, Gundam, if you're wondering from the table here, comes in a variety of different sizes and styles. The very first style, which is usually I consider an entry point, is SD Gundam.
You just point out an example.
An example would be these little guys right up front right here. As you can see them. They're like little, tiny little chibi ones. If you know what a chibi is, you are an anime fan, and I appreciate that. But let me just scooch him over so I can point. This right here is an original SD, and this is one of my first ones. I'll be getting, as you can see in this footage right here, it's a little bit different from the other ones. The original chibis were very simple to build, and the SD Gundams, I keep saying chibi.
No, that's fine.
But that's basically what they are. SD stands for super deformed, and that's very flattering in my opinion for these little guys. And then you have these two right here. This one, what is that called again?
RX-78.
RX-78, dyslexia kicked in. And my Barbatos one right there. Both of those I did. And they're designed to be... SD Gundams are usually done based off of the more popular Gundams of a series. As always, you'll find a main Gundam as a SD, but then you also have some of the more popular ones from that same series. And these little ones right here, the ones up front, right in front of the giant white one right there, those are made as accessories to the HGs, which is the next thing we're going to be talking about. They're usually, if you take pieces from them, you can build a special weapon for it. Sometimes they're pretty cool, sometimes they're pretty stupid. Well, not stupid, just not our taste.
Yeah, boring. I guess boring would be the word to say. Cause
yeah.
What we looked over, it was like, that's kind of...
the other version of this one right here, right there, of Barbatos, the Barbatos Lupus, that was not as cool. It looks sort of like a simplified cannon.
It does. I agree. Alright, the next one that would be up from the SD are the H3s, or the high grades. And there are tons of different variety of high grades. I'd say they have the more picking and choosings out of everything the high grades do. And they come in so many different sizes depending on the mobile suit.
Yeah.
They are from a variety of the Gundam series that are out there. The most that I have are all mainly from Iron-Blooded Orphan Season 1 and 2.
Great anime.
Great anime, I would definitely say. If you haven't watched any Gundam series and you're kind of thinking about it, but you don't really know, I'd say watch it. I don't know if you'd do the same. If
I would. It was really good. Out of all the Gundam series, that's my favorite.
Yeah. I will say, Season 2 is not in America yet. It is on Hulu, though, but it's all in Japanese and English sub.
Also Crunchyroll.
And yes, Crunchyroll has it as well.
And BRB.
I forgot about Verve. Is that the abbreviation Verve, or is it just...
It's Verve or VRV. I have no idea. I've never heard them say what it's called. They just go over all the other shows that are in it, like Rooster Teeth.
Okay, that's right.
Anyways.
Okay, but for the high grades, there are so many different styles, so many different things. Not even just the mobile suits. There's also... this is the mobile armor hatch model from Season 2. And according to, I guess, the Iron-Blooded Orphans lore in the show, this is one thing that led to all these Gundams being built. Now, the Iron-Blooded Orphans series strays away from the original Gundam origins itself.
Yeah, there's a big timeline that we'll get into another episode, but it's known as an AU Gundam series.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, when I was talking about the HGs, this is also an HG.
It's very small, but we will have a picture of it.
Yes, we will. It's called a mobile worker.
And there's, right there. Yes, there are different types of mobile workers. They're all the same size, though, but they're from different brands. There's the Tekkanen brand, which is the main good guys. The Galahorn, which are the bad guys.
Sort of.
I'm going to say for the first season, they were the bad guys. The second season, it just kind of goes everywhere and you don't really know. And then the SAU mobile worker, which is which is the new one that we just got.
Yes, it was. That was from the episode before from our unboxing from Gundam Store USA.
Now, as you can see on this table, and like I was saying, this is an HG model, but built, it is huge. It's probably, do you think it would go up to the mic or past it?
It would go past the mic.
Past the mic and
I've actually built one.
That's true. He built his. I have not built mine. I have 36 that I have yet to build.
And out of Iron-Blooded Orphans, there are 2 that are like this style. The other one is a shuttle.
Yes,
it's
and you have that too.
It's a mobile suit transport shuttle, and it comes with a Barbatos, which it is that one right there, if you can point to it. The one with the paint job.
No, this one.
Yes, that one right there, and I'll get a close-up on that one later here when we're going to go over like some of our collections and stuff later.
I'm going to use this.
Yeah,
just that
okay,
way.
Go ahead.
Okay, so this is an HG. This is an original RX-78 Gundam. Let's see. This is a HG Barbados, but it has a paint job on it that Josh did himself, and it's
made
really
after
cool.
Genji from Overwatch.
There you go. This is an HG from IBO, the manga, Steel Moon, or one of the other ones that I've seen. It's called Moonlight. I'm not really sure which one's which. I saw Steel Moon first, and then now I've been seeing Moonlight. So I'm not really going to say which one's right and which one's wrong because I haven't really been told which one's right and which
one's wrong. Is the manga even in English print yet?
No. As far as I can tell, it's still all in Japanese. But this isn't even in the TV show, but it is in the manga that is in Japan. It has not been released in America.
But its models have.
Yes, but its models have. I think there's 3 models of that because the Gundam Evolve that just came out is part of it because it's the bad guy that fights this dude. This one was my first Iron-Blooded Orphans one that I even bought, and I love it. It was probably my favorite build out of everything I've built. And then this is an HG, which is an RX-78 ground local type from, I think, 0083 Stardust Memory. I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember all of them that I build, but it's an HG as well. But they're only like maybe 5 to 6 inches tall, and then this thing standing up is just huge.
About close to a foot.
Yeah, pretty dang much.
And that's with its wingspan's over a foot.
Yeah, like I said, I have a ton of HGs that are mainly from IBO, but I have other ones as well. They're just not on the table. Because if I put them on the table and all the boxes, you wouldn't be able to see us at all.
Now, the next one that we're going to go over is called an RG, or a real grade. A real grade, the sizes can vary, but the more thing that's based on is the realism to it. Like
anime accurate.
Yeah, well, not just anime accurate, but like real world as well.
Yes.
For example, the models that you see on the table right here, these are all based off of the actual anime. So they have not as defined features. By like somewhat simple but still complex. The RGs will look more realistic. They'll have more realistic color palettes to it. Right there, that's an RG.
A real grade Gundam Wing, or Wing Gundam Zero from the movie Endless Waltz. I haven't built this yet. I do have a real grade that is built, but it fell and the shoulder piece snapped in half and nothing wants to stay on, so I kept it in its box and didn't bother bringing it out.
Yeah.
But I do have real grade, and I will do a unboxing and review of this because Gundam Wing was one of my favorite animes of all time, and this thing just looks beautiful with its like angelic wings. So this one's gonna be fun. But real grades are really cool. They do take longer to build than a high grade, but it's because the detail is phenomenal.
Yeah, and like we said before, HGs, the high grades, those usually have, like if there's a mecha within the actual anime or the mangas or anything or in the movies, there usually will always be a high grade of it because that's usually the major entry point. That's the baseline.
Yep.
High grades get a lot of the really good toys, like the accessories packs. Because, one, they're affordable, as opposed to, say, a real grade or any of the grades that we're going to be going over.
Yeah, real grades can vary between $20 to like $50 to $60. Speaking of high, we're going back to high grades because one is coming out. I don't think it's out yet, but it's like an accessory thing to the HG Sinanju. It's an HGUC thing, and I'll find it and I'll put it up in this video. It's $249.
What?
Yes. It is actually what is being...
Damn.
It is actually what is in the Gundam Planet. Actually, it may be over right now, but I don't think it's been shipped out yet because I don't think it's been released in America yet. But Gundam Planet was doing their Gundam Planet lottery on it, and it's if your name gets drawn. If you bought stuff between March and April, both those months, and your name gets drawn, you get this giant kit. And it's a regular high grade thing that tall that goes inside something that's like this, but it's like 3 feet tall. I'm trying to 33 inches tall from ground to bottom, and it has a giant base stand. Like I said, I'll put a picture of it up, but it's amazing.
Though, and that also is going to bring you to another thing here. There's also a thing called a thing with these that is usually a height scale ratio. For example, a high grade and a real grade most of the time are usually known as a 1/144.
Yep.
That means like if you were to scale it up to 144 times its original size, that would mean it was actually that would be a little bit bigger. Next thing that we would actually go into here would be a MG. Now, the one I have, we do have some that's like an in-between, sort of. And that would be this one right here. This big guy right there in the middle. Bale from Iron Blood Orphans. He is a 1/100 scale, so he classifies as a master grade, but he's not an official master grade.
It's called a 1/100 fully mechanical.
Yeah, that means that if you were to take off all of his armor, he would actually have an actual skeletal structure underneath him. So that you would see that, like if you would actually take a real mobile suit apart, you would actually see the mechanics, the servos, and all that stuff underneath it. And even those can get even higher to master grade, which
is this big bad boy right here.
Oh, this thing's awesome.
This fun-loving samurai. This is the Shin Musha Gundam. This actually isn't in an anime. It's in the Dynasty Warrior Gundam video game. But it's a samurai, and I love anything like ninja/samurai wise. And when I saw this, I wanted it. And they actually have the fully made one. I haven't built this yet. I'm really worried about building master grade. So when I do these, it'll take maybe 2 weeks to do because I want to make sure I do it right.
And that's fast.
And, because I don't want to screw up on these because it just looks so beautiful. The display that it comes with is amazing. The weapons that it comes with are so cool. We might have to get a close up of this, or
we'll get a close up right here for you guys to see.
Okay,
and as you can actually as you can see with the displays and everything in this one,
it looks beautiful.
It looks like an altar almost.
I'm trying to remember. Are these 1/100s as well?
These are also 1/100. These are 1/100.
Okay.
Now another 1/100 that we also have here. I'm not sure if it is a 1/100. That's the right scale. It is.
Yes, that thing is one. That's what I thought was weird too.
Okay.
But it is 1/100.
And a 1/100 is this little guy right here. And
this is Gundam Maxter from Mobile Fighter G Gundam.
One of the most fun Gundam series. If you are new to Gundam and you want to try and get to something that's not too overbearing,
I was gonna say IBO probably would be really oh my gosh, holy
crap,
what's going on?
Yeah, mobile for me and Logan, or at least for me speaking, Mobile Fighter G Gundam was my entry to Gundam completely.
I think it was to me. I just didn't know what anime was called.
Yeah, it was brought over to the States on Toonami originally, and it became such a popular phenomenon that you could buy that they were marketing the models as actual toys that you can mix and match to make your own Gundam. They even made official figurines for it as well from Bandai, which those are cool, but not as fun as actually building them, in my opinion.
Well, do you remember a few years ago? This is when I lived in the green room in the house downstairs when I bought the battle scarred ones, and I had all of those. They weren't the build yourself models; they were actually the toy ones that were battle damaged and everything. I had Maxer Gundam. He was missing an arm, and there was a stand with Devil Gundam's head just sticking out and everything.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of cool.
Oh my gosh, they were beautiful. Well, I didn't open them. I made sure like these
Good.
were all closed. But one thing that I know he probably most definitely will agree on is Mobile Fighter G Gundam. It is from basically every country in the world that they all have to fight because there was something that happened.
Yeah, it's a way to prevent a war. Quick synopsis is after Earth is devastated by so many wars, people decide to create colonies that orbit the Earth. It's an alternate universe timeline, and to do this, then after these colonies were created, they were trying to figure out who's going to be in charge.
Yep.
So as a way for every country that they came together, who would ever become in charge would be they would hold a tournament every 4 years.
Okay, I could see for some reason I couldn't remember if it was every year, every 4 years, but I feel like
I believe it was like every 4 years, sort of like the U.S. presidency.
That's what I thought.
And they would hold a tournament that they would send a Gundam that was a representative of their country, and they would fight on Earth. They thought it was a great idea, and it did keep some peace. Granted, he has some some espionage going on here and there, but it did kind of work, except it really screwed up the Earth.
Because all the battles were held on Earth, and it destroyed, because all the countries were basically space colonies at this time as well. And they had the battles on Earth, and Earth would be their fighting ground, and it just... The very first episode kind of basically...
They destroyed Rome.
They completely just screwed up. This is Neo America's Gundam.
And that takes place in New York City.
Yep, and it is piloted by Chibity Crockett, who is the most cockiest of the pilots.
He is a football...
Oh my gosh.
His character in the show is a boxer, but his Gundam is not only a boxer, it is a surfer, it is a football player as well as a gunslinger.
Yes.
Originally, in the original character artwork that they have with the instruction booklet, it shows some of the original character artwork, and it was going to end up being a cowboy, which didn't look as cool.
I used to have the old artwork book for it.
Now, the other thing about 00, and this is the last thing, is not 00. Sorry, G Gundam. 00 is a Pansy 1. I'm sorry to the creators. I'm sorry to the creators who made that. I know you did a lot of love and appreciation to it, but nobody likes an emo as the main character. I'm telling you that right now.
Well, is it Domo?
I
was like, wait a minute.
Okay, he's a he was a pre-emo.
Okay.
So he's goth.
I have no hate against... See,
Yeah,
I can't
we have
really
no
even
hate
say
to-
emo. He doesn't really know what the heck to do. I mean, he's on a quest to find his brother, and it does mess with him.
Actually, you know what? They're not really emo. They're devoid of emotion.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Emotionless.
yeah, I was going through this whole entire thing. Trying to remember where I left off. Oh yeah, the one thing about it that kind of wouldn't fly anymore today is how stereotypical they portray a lot of these countries. For example, after one episode, Neo Mexico sends in their new Gundam fighter and a new Gundam, and they name it Tequila Gundam. And it has a giant sombrero, it has cactus arms and everything. A lot of the Gundams are themed around their countries. Some of them are pretty good, like Neo America. Yeah, like Neo America, that one was pretty good. Neo UK, that one was good as well. But the more countries they added to it, the more kind of silly they got.
I used to own almost every country.
Neo Brazil, I think they had a clown as their Gundam fighter.
I wouldn't doubt it. Somewhere in the series, there's got to be.
Yeah, sort of like Carnival that they have down there. One of the worst ones, in my opinion, was Neo Holland. It was a giant bell that turned into a windmill. No, it was just a giant windmill. It was a windmill that turned into a Gundam. That's basically what it was.
I was gonna say, because I remember one that had the windmill on the very front of the chest. I just couldn't remember where it was from.
It just seemed like they were starting to lose ideas. But the first main characters they bring in are really cool. And my favorite, that only was in for one episode, had to have been Neo Egypt. The mummy.
Oh, yeah.
A giant mummy Gundam.
Was actually really cool.
Okay, and now we're back off that sidetrack. That was a master grade. Then we have... Now, these next ones we don't...
Before you go on, because we didn't mention it, so I apologize. But... like he was saying with the high grades, that there's a total slew of them. The real grades, there's not as much as you would think.
It's usually just the popular and the main character Gundams.
Because in Gundam Wing, there's 5 main characters, but as far as I know, there's only a real grade Wing Gundam and a real grade Telegeese, but I could be wrong. I know there's a master grade Telegeese Gundam that's just the bad guy in Wing Gundam. I'm just putting it right here, but this isn't it. But master grades, it really is like a pick and choose like thing to do. Like they don't have near as many. I don't even know if they have. I'd have to go through. At least in America, Japan may have more that they just won't release to America. I'm not 100% sure, so
I'm not sure.
Don't quote me, but I don't even know if there's actually 50 legit master grades, or at least 100 like legit master grades. I know there's hundreds and hundreds of high grades, but there's not near as many master grades or real grades as high grades.
Now, one good thing about a what was it called? A master grade? That one? A real grade?
Real grade.
Yeah, the real grades, they usually are based off the main character Gundam, and this is a sort of a trope for all main character Gundams. They have a red, white, and blue color scheme. That's their main. That's sort of like their main deal. Like
I didn't even like. Wow, I actually.
You really didn't notice that?
Well, I never really. I just love the wings.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's Wing Gundam.
Yeah, like
giant freaking.
Yeah,
guns.
for example, this guy right here, the RX-78. He's one of the main Gundams. Like, if it's a main character Gundam, their color scheme is usually always red, white, and blue.
And Chibity's just Neo America, so I mean,
he gets that automatically.
Yeah, he's cool. Yeah, even Astaroth, the blue arm, the red back of the legs, and the what?
Barbatos.
Things that I don't even like freaking notice. God.
Barbatos in all his forms.
Well, I mean, let's be honest, they overpowered the crap out of it.
The only one that I think escaped that was Unicorn Gundam.
Yeah, I still don't understand like all of his modes. They're making a real grade of him. That's coming out.
Of course,
that was announced.
Yeah, and if you haven't known, by the time this is out, I think Unicorn may be over with.
I
don't know. If not,
I'm not watching it. So.
It was actually pretty good. It got kind of dry here and there, but that's the kind of deal.
Every show has its,
yeah, but that's kind of like the thing. It's like Gundam, they kind of go with like a different theme for their overarching stuff. Like Mobile Suit G Gundam, that's more along the lines of action, while other Gundam series, like the original Gundam series, are more political.
Oh my gosh. Wing Gundam is very political, but when it comes to fights, holy Jesus.
Agreed. Now...
And Iron-Blooded Orphans when it comes... But, in my opinion, some fights are over with too quickly, but when it comes to like the main fights, it's awesome. Other than that, it gets political as well.
It pulls your heartstrings a lot, too.
I've never cried in an anime, at any type of TV show until certain things happen in Iron-Blooded Orphans that I just could not. It just hit me too hard.
For me, it's usually the loss of the character, and that's where I'm going to leave it at that.
That's what I'm talking about.
We're not going to leave any spoilers in here. If you want to know what we feel like, watch it. If you actually do like Iron-Blooded Orphans and you get attached to the characters,
then you probably know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
If you have watched it, especially season 1, you know who we're talking about.
Yeah, let's just say this. The Game of Thrones theory takes place in this a lot.
Oh, God, yeah. Definitely.
Okay.
Just wait for season 2, people.
Oh, God. And I'm waiting around for English for that one, because I already gave that spiel a while back. But next was, what was it, Perfect Grade?
Perfect Grade, but we don't have any perfect grades.
Yeah, and the next ones we have here, we do not have. But they...
Perfect grades, because they are over hundreds of dollars.
True, and what's their size scale?
Dude, oh my God. Is it 170?
I think it's like 160.
No, that one... 172?
No, it's 172, you're right.
Okay, I couldn't remember. But perfect grades are expensive beyond belief, because I think the Unicorn Gundam's out of... Yeah, both the Unicorns. The regular Unicorn Gundam and the Banshee version Unicorn Gundam.
Yeah, if you want a size scale, why don't you grab your Play Arts? That'll probably be a good size scale.
Oh, no, dude, they're bigger than that. The Mushi Gundam is about that big. Even though this isn't a Gundam, I won't grab it.
Yeah, and this is still cool.
So... This is Play Arts Kai, Green Lantern, because he's beautiful.
And yeah, he's about the same size as mine.
That's true. That's what's kind of funny. Like, these two are pretty much equal, but I bet you if you put Bale next to Maxter, he wouldn't even be close. And that's a 1/100 scale. That's what blows my mind.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, the perfect grade would probably actually be as tall as this box.
Yeah, sorry, there's a monitor over here. I'm just seeing.
No, that's fine. I'm pretty sure a perfect grade would be as tall as this box. But there's so many freaking parts to it.
It takes a long time.
Holy Jesus.
What was?
Oh God, yeah.
When you get back here, what did that one girl over at Phil's tell you?
She said if I ever wanted to buy a perfect grade, go ahead and buy it. And then after you buy it, open it, lay out all the pieces. The pieces are going to be too much for your bedroom, so you go into the hallway, realize how many pieces you have, cry into your hands deeply, take a deep breath, start building, cry while you build, because it's going to take forever.
And be careful with your fingers.
Legitly what she told me while we were there.
And
But
those things,
I couldn't do it.
and they are big. One of our hobby stores that we go to,
Up in Fort
I
Wayne.
believe those would be a master.
What do you mean?
EMS, those 2 unicorns.
No, the 2 unicorns are perfect grades.
Oh yeah, they got 2.
Because I just went there today.
They got 2 unicorns there, and they are still there last I checked.
Yep,
And
they're
they
both
are
still
a
there.
perfect grade. Now, the
That's
cool
what-
thing
yeah.
about a lot of those is that they have built-in LEDs.
Yes, that is the one thing.
Which,
that,
especially for unicorn Gundams, they should have built-in LEDs, because one of the key things of that anime is the fact that those Gundams light up because of their psycho frame.
see, that's the one thing I don't understand is Psycho Frame. But
You-
I haven't watched the series. I don't know anything
You just
about it,
ignore it and accept reality. You just ignore it and accept that reality. That's
Okay.
how it basically is. Now, the next one here is
Mega size.
Mega Size. The Mega Size, as its title suggests, are huge. These things are massive. We don't have any here, of course. So what we're going to do here is we're going to pull up some footage right here with the magic of editing.
We're gonna pull up a perfect grade and a mega size. I think that.
I believe we already had them.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if we even said we were gonna do it perfect grade.
Okay. But yeah, like we see with the Mega Size here. Mega Size, these things are huge. If I had to say, those things are probably 1/30th of their size. No, probably not that big.
Nah, I could say 160 because I know there is
Yeah, let's go
one
with
that's
160. And these things are huge. These things are basically display pieces for a shop. They're like what you would see, like if, say for example, Walmart was selling these kind of things would be up as a display piece to get people to want to buy Gundam.
Yeah, the thing with mega size is that there is literally not a huge variety. I think there's maybe 10, and most of them are Zaku's.
Really?
Yes,
thought
that I did know.
Not mobile suits?
Well, I mean,
Not Gundams?
no, I think there's 2. I know there's an RX-78, but I have no idea if they even sell it in America. I know that you can get the green and red Zaku's from Gundam Planet, but I mean, they may be sold out now. But
Yeah.
I know you could get them from Gundam Planet. They were nowhere. The one that I saw, I think it was the Red Zaku, was nowhere near as expensive as the Unicorn Perfect grades. But the things with the mega size is that the girl from Phil's showed me a picture of her Master Grade Heavy Arms Gundam, like the one that I have, and then the mega size behind it, and it was about 2.5 of those.
Okay.
And that thing was huge. It does not have as many pieces because it's a mega size. The pieces are huge. So they say it's great for a painting job. If you want to do a paint job, and if you're good at painting, that's definitely one to do it on because you have big areas to paint and not just little small details.
Yeah, and that really does help out a lot. Like, for example, high grades, 1140s, when you're trying to get the really fine detail paint work, if you really don't like stickers, such as me in Logan's case here, we don't like stickers unless we have to use them.
Oh god, I'm not.
I personally prefer if they would give us water transfer decals instead.
See, I've never used the water transfer slicing test.
It's a learning curve.
Yeah.
Then after that, you have universal units, which are
We only have one.
yeah, he
And
has
this is-
one.
Yeah, I only have one. It actually came in last month's USA Gundam Stores membership box. It is the RX-78 GP01-FB. I'm just going to say a cool kind of RX-78. But the thing with this is you don't have to build all the parts. Like the head, the torso, and I think the skirt are already built. I've already somewhat opened this, but I don't want to open it anymore. The weird thing is, I looked online to see like what the heck these things actually were, And apparently it says Candy Something Gundam. And they're supposed to come with a piece of gum, actually. But mine didn't come with gum.
No.
I
know what these are.
But I didn't really care because I didn't know that it had gum in it until like 3 hours ago. And I was like, I didn't get gum.
That actually makes a lot of sense. Like, one places in Japan where Gundam is very popular. A matter of fact, little side note: if you ever, say for example, lose parts or damage your runner, a runner is basically the frame your Gundams come in before you snip them off. You can actually, if you live in Japan, send some money as well as a description piece. They give you like a little stamp to the actual company, Bandai, and they will mail you a replacement runner.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that.
Except they do not allow that for anywhere outside of Japan. I've tried. I actually lost a piece on one of my Gundams. It was one of my double O's, and I couldn't get it replaced, so I ended up having to fabricate my own piece.
Oh.
It didn't turn out that great. I learned my lesson when it comes to making a mold. And matter of fact, I should probably, anyways, but yeah, the last one, and this is the last scale, and these aren't available for purchase. These are 1-to-1 scale Gundams.
Oh my gosh.
These things are massive, and so far there have only been 2 of in existence, and the first one has been taken down. These are actually statues that were commissioned by Bandai, and they are basically an icon of Japan now. Gundam is synonymous with Japan, primarily because of the fact that Gundams are based off of giant robots and a combination of samurai. Mm-hmm. Originally, these were going to look more like Power Rangers, which thank God that didn't happen.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
And these things are huge, and it's sad to say because I would have loved to have gone to Japan to actually see this thing in person.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, the Unicorn Gundams.
It is, but
it's at the Tokyo front store. I think that's what it's.
But
Tokyo
still,
something.
You
store.
would want to see the original Gundam.
Oh God, yeah. Well, they said by 2019 they're wanting to get it back,
but moving,
but able to move, like someone get in it and walk around it, which is really cool.
I don't think walk around. Probably just like move the top part.
Well, no, they want it to be fully mobile.
Oh,
yeah. I learned that from about everyone that I follow on Twitter, Instagram, like Gundam Planet, Zacharellis, who I follow on YouTube, which you guys should too, because I love his stuff.
Karates, you guys need to get working on this. You already have a built-in. You already are selling mechs. Make Gundam. Oh, there's a company in Japan that actually makes mechs. You can buy them for $1.5 million.
Okay, I need to sell a lot of body parts.
And you actually get weapons that shoot airsoft pellets and can control from your iPhone.
So.
And it's diesel powered.
So I can just buy an airsoft gun and mechanically rig it.
They're actually supposed to be doing a battle with Robot USA or something like that here in the U.S. sometime soon.
Well, didn't the battle got postponed though?
Yeah, because
regulations or whatever.
Yeah, I think they said it was the cockpits for both of them. If they were to get a direct hit from either mech, it would kill the pilot.
Yeah. Okay, I remember that. There is supposed to be a Japan versus USA mech fight sometime. Mm-hmm. That's the truth because it's all over YouTube.
And looking at that, you can actually see a major difference between our version of a mech our version of a mech versus their version of what a mech is. Because ours look more like tanks, theirs look more like robots.
I'm excited to see it too. Mm-hmm. I think that'd be awesome. I think that'd be something that'd be cool to live stream or whatever. Oh my gosh.
I believe that's it on the actual scales of Gundams here. Gunpla. I'm just not used to saying that. I know it's its official term since the 70s, but
it's okay. I mean,
I'm just used to saying Gundam. When these things came to the States, we called them Gundam. We called them as they were supposed to be. As a matter of fact, we called all giant robots Gundams. Like if you watch an old movie, like an old sci-fi from the 90s here in the US, you don't call them a mech, you call them a Gundam.
Well, the one thing I will say with everything here, I really hope it did help. I know we kind of rambled and just told different kind of stories with it, but this is something that we are really passionate about. When my hobby room is built, I'll show you guys why. Because it's just beautiful. They're really fun. They take, like, if you have a bad day, you just want to build something because your hands just, are fidgety. do this. I love it. It's something I do in my free time.
It's very therapeutic.
Yeah. Granted, I haven't built anything for a couple weeks just because I've tried to get all my crap up here in my loft. But this is just something that I really love to do. I know Josh really loves to do it as well.
Mm-hmm. But I don't have the real estate anymore, so I got to pick which ones I want to build.
That's true.
That's true. Yeah, I'm trying to get a new apartment.
Well, you got to think with the membership box too. It'll help.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Okay. Yep. And with that, let's just do a quick recap. SDs stand for small deformed. The little guys right here. High grades are the slightly bigger ones. Then you got the 1/100 scales, which are the RG and the MG, which are that, and that.
Boom.
Then you got a perfect grade, which picture. Then you got the master grade, which is right here. Then you got the mega size, which picture. And then you got the universal kit. It's a tiny thing that you can probably get at a. Now that I remember here, what I was going to say. One of the places that Gundam is popular sold at is actually convenience stores, like a grocery store. So that actually makes a lot of sense.
In Japan, yes.
Yeah, like you can actually go to a 7-Eleven and get them. As a matter of fact, they did have, as limited time crossover promotion, there was a 7-Eleven themed Gundam.
There was actually multiple. There was a Barbados one. There was an
Really?
R78. Yep.
Okay.
I'll pull up all of them because they were things that I was interested in too. I was going to buy some, but they were like $70.
So,
but they were coming from Japan, so I understand.
Yeah, and 7-Elevens aren't that popular where we live. The only 7-Eleven I think that was ever in Indiana was in Indy. And that closed
I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah,
and that closed down a long time ago.
Yeah, I haven't seen one forever.
All right.
At least around us, there's not one. That'd be cool though.
Well, hey, thanks for watching this first part here. Hopefully you guys got sort of a base idea of what you want for your Gundams.
Next up, we're actually going to be talking about, well, in the part 2 of this, we're actually going to be talking about the tools to have if you wanted to get into it. So please stay tuned for that. Once again, thank you very much for tuning into this. Sorry that we're rambling, but it's just something that we're passionate about. See you guys next time.
I was born a rambling man. Catch you guys later.